Hello, ladies. So, welcome. Today's topic is how you overcome the constant fear of not having love and money in your life. Okay. So, if you face this issue of constantly worrying, worrying that is there enough for me? Like, is maybe the man that I'm with or even I'm dating liking me? And you seek constant approval. mm? So you might seek constant approval from a man, and so he has to show you constantly he is there physically, or he has to text you every single hour or whatever. Like, you see constant approval that comes also from fear and lack. So because your brain is just thinking there's not enough, and then you constantly seek the approval. But the same can happen with thoughts with money. Okay, so you can be constantly worried about money, and then constantly maybe be overworking, checking your bank account, if there is money on there. Okay, having 2 3 jobs, always saving. Okay, so if you have those kind of pattern and issues, then this recording is for you, because I'm going to share with you a couple of tips how you can overcome that. But let me start with my own story about that. And that is that a couple of years ago, where I had no idea about coaching or inner work or any of that before I hired my own coach. I did have, actually, if you would see from the outside, an abundance of love and money. Yeah. So I did have actually a family who was there for me. So I was with somebody, he maybe wasn't the best, but in a time where we have been together, he did not cheat on me. He was always there physically. He was just there. Okay. So there was no reason for me to feel afraid that he might leave me or cheat on me or anything, because he was just there for 6 years, and he probably would be there another year. So but still in my brain I had this constant thoughts of fear. Is he going to be there tomorrow? And some people self-sabotage, but some people just need constant approval then. And this, I was one of the women who needed constant approval. Like, okay, you have to talk to me. And maybe he didn't text me, and he didn't initiate conversations or dates, but I was the one being like, are you there? Are you there? Yeah, give me approval, like that you're there. Yeah. So this is how it looks like in a relationship, and it can be very, very exhausting for you, like if you are in the shoes where I was before, because it's constant fear. Yeah, it can be very exhausting. And it's also exhausting for the guy, because like he feels controlled all the time, and the polarity is off. Yeah, because the person who is constantly checking the emotional and physical connection is the masculine one. Yeah, so if you are with a man who is committed to you, and with a man who who is high value, committed, he will not go away, he will not cheat, but he will become the feminine partner, very leaned back, ignoring you. So this fear can cause a polarity that's supposed to be healthy in a relationship to be turned around, just out of fear and anxiety. Yeah. So this is the first point. And the second is, if you are having those patterns, usually love and money is similar, then you might have this issue also with money. Yeah. And I was having the same. So money issues don't only mean that you will have no money and debt. No, it can also mean that you have a lot of money and many savings, but still scared and worried and fearful and in survival mode all the time. And this is how literally I was before. So the same, just like with men. I could manifest the guy who was with me and not leaving me and there, but I still had the fear. I could manifest the money. Like I had lots of savings and I had, I had the savings, I had the money, more than enough to live like at least uh, 6 months or a year from that, even if I would not have a job. But this version of me back then was still scared and fearful to spend anything like on me. I literally had really bad clothes who didn't suit me. Like a young girl, woman should have good, nice clothing, but I didn't because I never spent anything on me. Only worked and saved. Yeah. So and check if I have money on my bank account coming in. So if you are in the same shoes of, you do manifest those things, but still always having the fear, then know that more money will not get you out of this mode. Yeah. And also more love and approval from this guy will not get you out of this fear of losing him or being cheated on or him going away, because we have to do the inner work. We have to do the inner work, and this will help you change your thought pattern. Yeah. We have to do the inner work to change your thoughts pattern from constant fear and lack to abundance. And the truth is, usually the people say that, all those great coaches and teachers say you cannot create abundance out of lack. Yeah. So it says that if you're constantly fearful, that you cannot really create abundance. And even if it looks like abundance because you have the money in your bank account or you have the guy, but is it really? Because you're still fearful, you still live in survival. Yeah, you still live in fear that he will be gone, you still live in fear that the money might be gone if you spend it, and so on and so on. Okay, so tackle that let's tackle that, how you can overcome this. And if you take one thing out of this video, is that you definitely can, because I did. Yeah, I did overcome it. Right now I can live a life of being completely leaned back, not only with men, and knowing the right one will always stay. And literally the funniest thing is, when you turn this around, all the guys you have dated or even exes, like, they literally are always there. They don't want to go away. Like when you tap into the vibration, they don't want to go away. Like my exes who abandoned me back then and didn't want me, like they all want me now. Why? Because I'm in this vibration. And it's crazy, crazy getting texts from your ex all the time being like, I cannot find another girl, like you're the one. I'm like, yeah, back then you didn't know. Anyways, that's a side story. But the same is with money. When you transform, your life is going to be so much more happy, abundant, and you can enjoy the time you have here. Yeah. So this is how I did transform to myself. That I am just faithful, and I know there's an abundance of money out there. It's just a resource, and the number of my bank account does not define how much money I have and I am going to have and earn. So if I do need something, I'm just going to buy it and know that money is just a resource. Yeah. And I can always manifest more, and I can also manifest savings, and I can have lots of savings or little savings, but my emotional state of being will stay the same. And this is actually the most important factor, right? Because why do we want the man and the money? To be happy. But when we have the man and money and are not happy, what's done? Yeah, then they don't really help us to be happy. The most important is that we are feeling happy. And imagine you have like $10,000 on your bank account savings, and you are completely happy because you know, oh, like money is out there. If I need some, I'm going to manifest more, and I will, maybe open a business, allow myself to be supported, whatever. um, and you have this mindset. It's so freeing. You can enjoy your life, you can enjoy your lifetime because it's so special. But imagine you have $50,000 savings on your bank account, but you're fearful, constantly afraid that people will take away your money. Yeah, that people will take advantage of you, take away your money. You're afraid to lose the money, you are afraid to spend the money, and you are constantly working, earning more and saving more, and are more and more fearful to have the money. And that's why sometimes rich people who own big things have a scarcity mindset. Yeah, we think they're like so abundant, must be so happy. Trust me, they are sometimes not. I personally know people, I even was dating people who have the money, but they are not abundant. They live in fear, scarcity to lose it, to be taken advantage of. And you don't want to be around those kind of vibes. Like, literally, it's not fun to live in fear. It's not fun to live in fear, and it's not fun to all the time be scared that you will miss out and not have enough. Yeah. So if you would like to transform your thought pattern from lack to abundance, yeah, then it's a little inner work process that helps you the most. And knowing it is one point, but embodying happens through embodying the energy from somebody else, and it's usually a coach. Yeah. So if you're interested in changing and getting out of this fear and survival mode into true abundance and happiness and enjoying the moment and knowing whatever you need, it's just a resource, it's there for you, then make sure to DM me for a free coaching call. Yeah, take advantage of that as long as I'm still offering it. And yeah, I hope this video could kind of inspire you, and can't wait to get to know you. So make sure to DM me, and talk to you soon.